Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, be comfortable yourself and relax your body and keep your back straight, neck head straight in one line and your right palm on your left. So gently close your eyes and bring your attention to this bell sound, and while you're focusing to the sound, mentally relax your body, relax your mind and relax your breathing with your thoughts. So do nothing extra. Just follow the sound, please. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Homage to the Blessed One, the Exalted One, the fully enlightened One. Okay, so dear Dhamma practitioners, before we start our practice session, let's take few minutes to be very clear regarding this practice. So when it comes to Buddha's teaching, all these teachings related to three things. One is suffering, rebirth, and ignorance. So first one is how we get out of suffering. And to get out, why we suffer? We suffer because of we born impermanent, unsatisfactory nature and selflessness related to wherever we born. So then to get out of suffering, we have to stop birth. So then why we become again? It happened because of the ignorance. So the ignorance doesn't mean here lack of knowledge. So the here ignorance means the very misunderstanding about the reality of the world. So in Buddhism, we call this avidya, or and another way in English we call delusion, misunderstanding. So it start with the self-centered mind. So in Buddhism, this all the suffering, unsatisfactory nature, the idea of self never start from outside. It start from inside. So that's why it related to our understanding. So you are responsible for your understanding. And with that misunderstanding, what happened? We are looking for happiness and satisfaction. And we believe we can make it happen. We can make the happiness happens the way we want. We can gain the satisfaction the way we want. So that's intention related with the self-centered mind. When again and again, when you go with this self-centered idea or with this self-centered mind, what happens? You go action, reactions, result, and that very action, reactions, result based with the self-centered mind can take you to darkness. That's mean it has ability to make your consciousness dark, your awareness dark, because this all the actions arise with the intention, not the outside reasons. There is an inner reason. So that intention come out of your consciousness. So the consciousness depend on the self-centered idea. Now the very self-centered idea come from the wrong view. I am, or the misunderstanding, or what we call the delusion. And then we govern our intention. Then just imagine when the foundation is wrong, out of that foundation, that whatever the intention arise, it cannot be right. So that also take us to wrong actions. So that wrong actions again and again and again make us to suffering. And because of that suffering, we struggling again and again. And then we believe, oh, I can be happy. I'm going to be happy. Or maybe this time it didn't work. The next time I'm going to do it. And then we are looking for it. And then we have the very preconditioned mind to create our future. That's why we all keep running towards future, looking for our happiness and satisfaction. We already build our tomorrow. On the top of this desire, intention, believing that, oh, it didn't work today, but it's going to work tomorrow. Why? Because I am the one who can do it. So then, again and again, again and again, we keep trying, we keep focus, and we never understand the very nature of things. See how many times that things didn't work for you the way you want, but still you don't understand why it happened like that way. You still believe things going to work the way you want. But there is no principle in the world that things going to work the way we want. Things happen according to necessary cause and conditions. When the day you understand that necessary cause and conditions, or when the day you understand how things come to be as they are, then you become more humble. Then you become more flexible to work with it. So that is where you can go with the flow. So that is where you can bring the change to yourself. So that is where you can change that the things happening around you, because now you see the very cause and conditions, and rather than depending on the self-centered mind or the self-centered ideas, now you are capable to see from where it comes, and then you are capable to apply for it. So otherwise we always struggling go with it. So this struggle create the desire, me, I am, I want to be happy. So then I come out of not just an idea, it come out of your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, consciousness. Eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, objects. Eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, faculties. So then, there the attachment arise. So the once you have this, you keep going with it. It keep you burning. The burning process will increase the desire to keep running behind it. It's give the strength to keep running. And then, of course, that desire is take us to struggle, and that it take us to aversion, self-centered idea, self-centered point, and it take us to very extreme level of attachment. So that extreme level of attachment never going to settle down in one place. It always take you to make it happen again and again and again, or repetition. This process we call hindrance, 5 hindrance. So that 5 hindrance, Kamachanda, Vyapada, Tinamidda, Uddhacha Kukucha, and Vichikicha. Kamachanda means sensual desires. See, now you know from where it comes. Aversion, strong attachment, idea of self, I am. So the I am come from the idea of misunderstanding or the delusion. Delusion means we misunderstand the reality. And so once you have the sensual desires or the kama chanda, it take you to vyapad or the ill will, anger. And then the sloth and thought, and tinamidda, restlessness, and uddhacha kukucha vichikicha. So the worry, restlessness, sloth and thought, laziness, tiredness, doubt. So this kind of all aversions going to arise in you related to hindrance. It will block your spiritual success or even the very conventional level of success. So the very key point is the desire, aversion, strong attachment. That is the very key root related to self-centered mind or the self-centered idea. So then how you can get out of it? There are many ways that you can kind of like practice things to reduce the power of these 5 hindrances. So there are some activities that you can do, like as applying antidote to this hindrance, those are called enlightenment factors. There are 7 enlightenment factors, Sapta Bojjanga. So, these factors are not to believe or not to keep chanting, it all related to practice. So the 7 factors of enlightenment: mindfulness, investigation, energy, joy, tranquility, concentration, and equanimity. Those are the 7 factors. So if you go to online and you search 7 enlightenment factors, you can find it. It's everywhere. But today, I'm going to tell you, when you practice this, rather than struggling with hindrance, because most of time when people have desires, they are trying to wrestling with the desires to get out of the desires. When they have the anger, ill will, they focus to anger and they try to do many things to get out of the anger. And laziness, tiredness, doubt. So they keep focusing to the laziness and to get out of the laziness. But end of the day, for the moment you feel good, but end of the day, again your laziness becomes stronger, your anger becomes stronger, your desire becomes stronger. But the beauty of these 7 factors, you can use these 7 factors as antidote to this hindrance. So the first one is called the mindfulness or the sati. Sati, the awareness you have to have all the time. As a human being, that is the only protection that you have. Even the sati is more powerful than the good karma. Whatever you brought from the samsara, your previous good actions, that whatever you have done, all the profitable skills, whatever you have done in the past, in this very moment of sati is more powerful than. So the sati has power, your awareness has power to take you out of any difficulty. That's the beauty of the human mind. When you born to this world as a human being, that is the gift that you have. Even just imagine you have a kind of like from your samsara, your previous lives, you have done very bad things, there are very bad karmas coming behind you. Everything, all the odds go against you, all the stars at the wrong place for you, that everything go up and down. But still your awareness, your sati, your mind, that in the moment of mindfulness has ability to tackle this all and overcome from any difficulties. So if you develop the sati, if you sharpen and clear your awareness little by little, you are capable to start to see things very clearly. With your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, that whatever the object perceived, then you are capable to see things as it is. See that then you're not going to misunderstand the reality. because misunderstanding reality is the very beginning of ignorance. So in the very beginning, the mindfulness or the sati allow you to reduce the power of the ignorance itself. And then next one is the investigation, Dhamma Vijaya Sambojjhanga. Sati Sambojjhanga, the mindfulness, and the second one is called the Dhamma Vijaya Sambojjhanga. So that allow you to get out of the doubt. So in the five hindrances, the sloth and torpor, restlessness, worry, and other one is the doubt, vichikiccha. So when you practice Dhamma Vijaya or the investigation, it reduces the power of the doubt and increase the ability of clarity and wisdom. So then what you need to do? Don't focus to the doubt. Don't struggle with it. Let it be there. You bring very brand new quality to your life. You develop the ability of investigation. So you have the mindfulness as a foundation. So as a human being, when you come to this world, that is the very key gift you have. So use that and you bring very brand new quality called investigation, ability of investigation. You start to look into things, anything. Whatever the perception that perceive, with your eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind, you rather than just hold it, rather than just anchoring to it, grasping it, clinging it, you investigate about it. No need to resist, just investigate. Maybe you are craving to eat something. I just give you a basic principle. You are craving to eat something. So most of the time people try to resist it, don't eat. For some people it works, but for some people, for a certain time period it affects, then after that they eat twice. They stop only one time, later they eat twice. So sometimes we are trying to reduce, but what happened? It is start to strengthen. But this is a very different way of practicing and applying the Dhamma to your life. So you let your greed, desire to be there. Now you are craving to eat something. Now you are craving to drink something. Now you are craving to watch something, hear something. So, but you use your mindfulness and you investigate. What is this? If you are craving to eat something, you start to look, what is this? What kind of nutrition? How they make it? From where it comes? So then you gain some kind of wisdom related to it, and then it make your mind clear regarding that whatever the object. So then you eat it. So what happened? Slowly what happening, the desire going to minimize slow down, but the wisdom and clarity going to be with the moment that you eat. So then you can apply it to eye, ear, nose, tongue, body, mind. Then whatever you do, of course, we can't tell you just keep doing it. If you can stop it, it is good. But if you can't stop, you know you can't stop it. Then maybe you are trying to stop, but it doesn't work. So then you can apply this. You keep doing it, but now you bring a very brand new quality to it. What is that? With your mindfulness, you bring the ability of investigation. And the next one is the Virya Sambojjhanga. So the very laziness in us leads us to procrastination, and the very laziness, sloth and torpor take us to make mistakes. Because once you become sloth and torpor, you give up, you become tired, and then by the time you may be going to be hurry, you try to fix things very quickly, you make mistakes, and that mistake again take you to many other difficulties. So rather than fighting with it, hating to it, with your mindfulness, so the mindfulness itself work for you when you recognize when you have the sloth and thought, laziness. So that's mean that very recognition of the moment, awareness. And you bring very brand new quality to yourself, that is energy. Energizing yourself. You can do it many ways. Physically, mentally, you can self-motivate yourself. And physically, you can apply many things to energize you. So as you know, in nowadays, that in this physical world, energy drinks, energy supplements, everywhere. Why this? Because this sloth and tofa is a very, very huge hindrance. And it is inherent within us. A lot of people try to tackle it, and they try to use many things. So then yourself here, you can motivate yourself with profitable skills and looking into yourself. You are doing this for you. You are trying to uplift yourself to a more higher, more better place. You are going to experience something more higher. So in that way, and sometimes you can do some physical things also. Only practice point of view, you can do stretching, warm up, and maybe listening to things, reading things will bring some kind of understanding about it. So self-motivate. And that way, sloth and thoughtful reduce. Another one is the joy, piti sambojjhanga. So the piti sambojjhanga is the antidote to ill will. One of the biggest the hindrance. One of the strong, of course, this all five strong, but this ill will, anger, envy is one of the biggest around us in day-to-day life. But when you develop the joy, because this ill will come out of unsatisfaction. When the desires are strong, but if you don't have the enough space or opportunities to fulfill that desires, the anger arises there. But now you bring the joy. So with your practice, you look into the good side of it and you take it in kind of like a positive way, and then you yourself experience it and you appreciate it. Then it itself allows you to find the joy. So when the joy is there, no ill will. That's why when somebody in a happy mood, they cannot be angry at the same time. So then always remember to maintain that joy inside you, looking into the right reasons. No matter what, that you are still breathing. Look how lucky you are. Why you always look into the bad things? Why you are just only depending on that whatever the bad things happen to you? Why you always counting on it? Why you can't see how many good things happen to you? Why you can't see how beautiful your life is? Why you can't see you are still breathing? Why you cannot hold it to it? Why you cannot anchor into it and be comfortable with it? Because maybe you don't look into that side. So that's why. Bring the joy to yourself. You just look even in the moment when you just practice. Observe head to toe, see the calmness within your own body. Each and every cell, when you allow your body to settle down, look into yourself how peaceful this entire physical body. Experience it. Experience it. You are far beyond struggle, and each and every cell resting, no struggle. You are not included to this danger zone. When once you allow this everything to settle down as it is, you come to very moment to experience some kind of peace. So that is not that you are kind of like looking with the self-centered, egocentric mind. It is totally different. So experience it. Be with it for a moment. It's there. Just look into it. Because always the ill will, anger, hatred arise when you compare your past, and you are bringing your past to the present moment or bringing your future to the present moment. If there is no past or future thoughts bringing to the present moment, there is no anger or hatred. So that's why in the present moment, just see the beauty that you have within this contentment. So that will take you out of the ill will. So then you are not going to focus to ill will and try to find a solution. No, you're bringing a very brand new quality to yourself. So just accept whatever and be with it, appreciate it. And then the next one, concentration, samadhi, bojjhanga. It helps you to reduce the power of restlessness. So the mind jumping here and there always. It's kind of like a roller coaster. And the worry and the restlessness, uddacha kukkucha, drive us crazy. And the mind cannot be in one place. Because of that, the body also cannot be in the place. Another way we call monkey mind. But samadhi, concentration, bringing yourself to a one place to settle down. So you have the sati as human being. When you come to this world, you have it. It is a very inherent treasure that you have. So with that, you bring the concentration and focusing to one thing. So that is where our awareness, we anchoring to breathing and observe the inhalation, exhalation without interfering, without doing anything, just observing. So if the mind go here and there, you bring it back again and again to the breathing. You become very self-disciplined to be with the breathing. You take conscious decision always to be with the breathing. Maybe the mind bringing many options for you to go here and there and do this, that, but you can keep concentration. You're anchoring. You coming back to the breathing. Stay, you hold it to breathing. And then what happened? The restlessness disappear, mind start to settle down. So, and that will help you to calm down and experience some kind of deeper level of satisfaction. That is not a kind of like you go behind something and hold of grasping and clinging and gain. It's all, of course, we can be happy with that things, but it always, we are depending from that. So then you have to go behind it. That is what make our life crazy or suffering. But now you into very self-sufficient, very sustainable satisfaction. You are itself become satisfied. And then tranquilizing. So tranquilizing passaddhi. Once the mind tranquilizes itself, what happens? It brings this all the abilities that you have in your mind. The power of investigation, energy, joy, concentration, this all you can bring together. So once the mind tranquilized like that way, the very next enlightenment factor going to arise there, that is equanimity. So once the equanimity, the balance come to you, what happens? your mind is start to unplug, withdraw from extreme attachment or aversion. So the mind itself become happy, contentment, and itself there is satisfaction, itself there is a joy. It not going to look beyond it, or it never go behind eye object, ear object, nose object, tongue object, body object, mind object. It never go beyond you. It never go behind this worldly object. So it go deeper into it rather than go outward. The once you have the equanimity, you keep the balance, and it has ability to go inward. So once the mind go inward, once the mind become balanced, and you become you have this equanimity, your body and mind and each and every cell in your body, each and every part in your body start to be itself. Because otherwise we are always in a race, but now you're deeply settling down. So that is where your four elements start to become balanced: heat, motion, liquidity, and hardness. So once your this physical body, mind, four elements balance, that is where you become harnessed with this outside heat, motion, liquidity, and hardness. So once the inner and outer four elements become balance each other, there is no self-centered mind. There is no separated desire. There is no you want to become, you want to gain something. Because the very moment of experience itself fulfill. It's not about tomorrow. In this very moment within yourself, you have the complete. You have the fulfillment, you have the contentment. You have the happiness, you have the joy, you have the trust. And you have the wisdom and you have the clarity. So once you have that within yourself in the moment, the very next is only one thing. It is your inevitable liberation. So that's why, rather than struggling yourself, develop new qualities in you, bring it as a profitable skill, and put it you train within yourself, master it within yourself, and then you can experience how this is going to be with you. So with that, let's get into practice a little bit now. So your right palm on your left and neck head straight in one line, and be comfortable with your posture. So bring your attention to your body and scan head to toes yourself and mentally recite, may I be well and happy, or Sopatteva 3 times. Take a moment and think. We gathered here in this moment to practice this ancient meditation technique. All the Buddhas, all the enlightened masters followed this path and achieved wisdom. So we also gathered here to accumulate that knowledge. In this moment with this sitting, may my body become more comfortable. May my breath be more smooth. May no difficulties come to me. May all the success come to me. Also think for a moment, this is the last moment we are spending in this very lifetime. And detach your mind from all your past memories and as well as any kind of future thoughts. Just try to remain in the present moment, observing the sensation of your inhalation and exhalation. So in the beginning, deeply and gently, breathe in, breathe out 3 times and find the sensation, please. And allow your inhalations, exhalations happen itself. When it happens, just recognize it. If your mind go here and there, bring it back again and again and settle down with the breathing. Do nothing extra. Bring your attention to your body, please. Observe your posture. We cultivate loving kindness and compassion in our heart and radiate it as a light through entire your compound, village, city, state, country, world, around this universe. Also as far as you can through galaxies, other planets, stars, reminding yourself like this. With clear intention, mentally repeat after me. May all living beings in this universe be well and happy. May everyone be happy and safe. And may their hearts be filled with joy. May all living beings live in security and in peace. Beings who are frail or strong, tall or short, big or small, visible or not visible, near or far away, already born or yet to be born. May all of them dwell in perfect tranquility. Let no one do harm to anyone. Let no one put the life of anyone in danger. Let no one out of anger or ill will wish anyone any harm. Expand the loving kindness and compassion beginning from your heart. Forward. Visualize yourself and send it as a light. To your backside. To your left side. And to your right side. downward, and upward. To all six directions at once. Like the moon, the sun, spread the light to spread the energy. Without any condition, without any limitation, without any resistance, or without any judgment. Let your heart to shine with the loving kindness and compassion from the bottom of it, with the maximum effort to the highest, wishing yourself, may all living beings in this universe be well and happy. Say sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. So, first of all, we offer this practice to the great qualities of the Buddha, Dhamma, and the Sangha. Also, by the power of this meritorious deed, may all of us attain to the supreme bliss of Nibbana. May all your guardian angels and deities will receive these merits and increase their longevity and protect all of you from any kind of planetary influences or any ill effects. Ettavata cha ammehi sampadang punya sampadang sabbe deva anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe bhuta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya sabbe satta anumodantu sabba sampatti siddhya Imaya Dhamma Patipattiya Buddhang Pujemi Dhammang Pujemi Sanghang Pujemi Attaya Imaya Patipattiya Jati Jara Vyadi Maranam Ha Paribunjissami Idamme punya kammang asavakkayavang hotu sabba dukkha pamuncatu. Bless you.